Two more questions. This one, I don't think we're going to need any rebuttal for. All the mayoral candidates have said that they agree that a viable downtown is vital to the growth of the city of Warsaw, and that we need to have small businesses, stores, and shops in the downtown to attract industries to locate in and around Warsaw. The question is, this is more like a test from one of our readers. Do you shop in downtown Warsaw? And can you name 3 businesses next door to one another?
I'll go first. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we supposed to, do you have an order on this?
Yes, we do.
I'm sorry.
It's Mr. Miller.
Okay, now, gee, do I, now what was it again? Do I shop downtown in 3?
Do you shop downtown in Warsaw, and can you name 3 businesses next door to one another?
Oh, yes, I have a business close to downtown. I'm in downtown pretty much every day. Gosh, what's next to the downtown? I'm getting stumped in a couple of these. You got the Lake City Tap House, the Nail Fashions, and the ice cream place side by side. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Chalmer?
Right. You got Matt Anthony's, and then I believe Scott Smith Attorney, and then Nail Fashions.
Yep.
Right next to each other.
He's correct. I screwed up. Sorry.
You know what? I don't have a map of the downtown here, so I can't really grade you on the test. But okay, Mr. Olsma.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I go to Rob's bike shop there on by Owens, and it's also next to PNC Bank, and that's well across the parking lot is in the downtown, and behind that is Service Liquor, where you don't want to park. If you're at the downtown, don't park in Service Liquor's parking lot, or you get a big sticker and they'll tow away your car. Then there's the bank building that used to be the old post office, and they've changed names. Some of it used to be Counting House. They've changed names. But yes, I do shop in downtown. I love downtown Warsaw. It's a nice place.
Okay, Mr. Babcock.
Okay. If any of you have seen my Kyle for Mayor hats, I bought them from Kim downtown. Best bargain around. $10, $5 for the hat, $5 for the embroidery. Good plug for Kim Embroidery downtown. I ate lunch at the Brown Bag Deli the other day. I had lunch the other day at Matt Anthony's. My kids have bought jelly beans in a Jerry Opperud and Cindy Dobbins store, the Buffalo Street Emporium. My wife gets her hair cut and done at Expressions. I have friends that own Giverny Fitness. Those are right next door to each other, right by the foundation building there. Across the street, you'll see my campaign sign in one of the buildings. Right next to that, you'll see one of my former offices when Bill Dixon had that there. We've got the internet place there, I forget the name of it. Right next to that, we've got Center Title. We've got the Lake City Bank Trading Center. I think I know downtown. I shop there. I live here.
10 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay, now we really don't need rebuttal, do we?
Well, I just want to say I don't shop anywhere, but I eat a lot, and I think I eat in every part of town.
Well, I would just like to say as moderator, I'm disappointed that no one mentioned the Times Union. Okay, and the final question of the night, we're going to end on a happy note, okay? Was that a groan from the...
Not for me.
Okay.
I'm quite enjoying myself. Come on, for a couple hours.
As mayor of Warsaw, how will you prioritize the vision and completion of the city's greenway system that has been under construction since the early 1990s? You can have a minute each, starting with Mr. Toller.
The greenway system is a wonderful tool that was started somewhere back in the, I think, the mid to late 90s. Jeff Notzinger's vision. The city of Winona Lake picked it up and ran with it and has done a marvelous job. The city of Warsaw got the West Spur done. We're in the midst of the urban connection, if you will, trying to get her through downtown, out the west side of town. That's going to be the most difficult part do we share roads? You know, do we have larger, wider trails off the side in urban areas, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. The Greenway Committee, of which I am a member, is looking at those things right now. Then spurs to the parks, to the cities, the whole the parks and schools. The whole idea of the Greenway is connect communities to schools,
10 seconds.
To parks, and give everybody an opportunity to have an alternate form of transportation. I wish I had more time because that's very, very close to my heart.
Mr. Oswald?
Well, you know, naturally we should reach out to companies, and I was thinking about that a lot. You know, what we could do is we could offer companies to pay for a certain amount. You get a little wee plaque as you go along the way. Maybe tells about a little bit about the evolution of Depew and Zimmer, and call it the Zimmer Mile. Bigger companies, of course, are going to be able to afford larger links. But you could have all companies, big and small, to where they'd have just a little something as you walk along the way that speaks about a business. In this particular place, this last, whatever, 50 feet was donated by this company, and this is who it was founded by, and this is where it's located. So there's points of interest along the way. So naturally, probably the best way to finish it would definitely be private money, getting businesses
10
involved.
seconds.
And I think that I would just stick my neck out and ask every business to help get involved, give us money.
Mr. Babcock?
Gary, the Greenway is very important. I'm on that committee too. I'm not sure what my attendance record is. May have to check that. But anyway, I do have other things going on. But anyway, the Greenway is very important. We've got to do better. Winona Lake's done a great job. Indianapolis on the Monon Trail through Carmel. Through my connections, I guess I do have some connections. The governor was in town. I invited the governor. He came to the opening of the Greenway right during the election. I guess I manipulated that for a political gain to get the press here. But the governor loves greenways. There's money available to us. We need to go out and find it. We can do better. We've done a pretty good job, but I think we can do better. Thank you.
Mr. Miller?
Boy, thanks guys. Everybody's made it pretty easy from this point for me. I've got nothing. They've all got good ideas. I agree with all of them. It's positive for our city. It's positive for our people. We're going down the right path, and everybody here is, we all share the same vision. So I think that's working great. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to give each of you 2 minutes to make a closing statement, no rebuttal. So say something positive about yourself. Try not to pick on an opponent. 2 minutes, Mr. Oswald.
Well, you guys, I went to the City Hall meeting the other night, on Monday night, right? And we decided to spend $11,000 on semi-automatic high-powered rifles for every police car in the Warsaw police force. I think that's a huge mistake. The police chief said that we needed those because the bad guys have them. You guys, this is not a war zone. We're going to buy an M60 tank and attack Columbia City next. Come on, this is not a joke. I'm serious. One of those high-powered rifles gets discharged. The semi-automatic is as fast as you can pull a trigger, it'll shoot. You do not need that. You got a shotgun and pistols. When you get, let's say the enemy is surrounding you, you call for cover, and you call the SWAT team, and they come in, and they take a bead on the guy. You do not get a high-powered rifle out. I think that's a huge mistake. It took 1 minute to decide that. And this is what I mean by being out of touch. We're going to put semi-automatics in every car. It had $1,000 a car, $700 for the gun, and $300 for the holder. And I think it's a huge mistake. And that really upset me. And that's just one of many things that I feel that they're out of touch. And I guess that's a happy note. But anyway, I hope you vote for me. Because I really want to make some changes. I really do. I'm not going to say that things are just great and rosy. I think we're out of touch. And we need to get in touch. We need to listen to people. And I want to have a radio show. And I want to have people call me up and email me. I want to tell them exactly what we're doing, why, and get their opinions. and tell them to speak up at City Hall. I was asked why I didn't speak up. Because you're not supposed to unless you're on the roster, from what I understand. And you know, how could you be on the roster if you don't know what's going to come up? So I want people to say, okay, it's public time, let's talk. Talk to me. Thank you. Take it away, Kyle.
Thank you for everybody for coming tonight. Everybody that's listening on the radio. One of the four of us is going to be mayor on the nomination for the Republican Party. I don't know if we're going to have a general election. We may not. I think I'm the best candidate. But one thing I'd like to ask everybody to do, whether you support me or the other candidates, encourage your friends to get out and vote. It's all right. We have a poor voting record around here. Only about 30% of people turn out for elections. So please, encourage your friends. Turn out. This is important. We've talked about a lot of issues tonight. I'm going to end on such a positive note. It's exciting. We've got 4 people running. When's the last time we had a spirited election like this? We've had a great chance to debate the issues. These people are all good people. We may disagree on the issues, but they're all good people. I want everybody to get out and vote. Encourage your friends. I'm Kyle Babcock. I'm running for mayor of Warsaw. I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Tony Miller.
In closing, it's what I brought up in my opening also, that I love Warsaw. I think everybody in this room loves Warsaw. It's a great place to live, a great place to raise a family, great place to do business. I want our government to prosper as my own business has prospered here. I need to give back just as the local economy is giving back to me. I think that's one of my strengths for being the mayor. I see both sides of it. I'm not a politician. I don't like politics. Those of you that know me, I may have kind of a brash temper at times because I'm a black and white person. A lot of politics are gray. The people here, we've heard gray, black, and we've heard gray issues tonight. We've heard good issues. We've heard bad issues. But we've heard a lot of politics. And as Kyle has said, please, everybody get out and vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for. Do your civic duty. And I wish us all well. I think we've all made a good showing. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. I'm here for the community. And if there's any issues you want to talk about, please don't be bashful to call. But weather depending, I think we're going to advertise it this week. We're going to have a car wash at the Instrument car lot. And I'll be there to answer any questions you would have. At the same time, any proceeds we have there, I'm going to match those proceeds, or Instrument's going to match the proceeds, and that's going to go to the K-21 Foundation. And I'll just be there to answer any questions. So thanks again. I've enjoyed the
10 seconds.
all the opportunities we've had to date. Thank you.
Joe Chalmer.
I would again like to echo everyone else's sentiments. You know, the 4-person race, it's a little crowded up here, but you know, it's been keeping everybody on their toes, and everyone has good ideas. Everyone has their own background. Everybody has their own reason for doing this. You know, walking the neighborhoods, I know you guys, most of you guys have all been out doing that, and when you meet the people in this community and you listen to their concerns, you understand why you're running. You know you're going to hear those concerns. Whoever is fortunate enough to be elected is going to hear those concerns for 40 years. But they're concerns because people care. And this community, as I mentioned, has been good to me. I want to give back. I'm here to serve. I've appreciated my service. I've met wonderful people. Again, the nature of our community is to get the job done, to do it right, to work hard. And nobody can be mayor unless they're going to live up to those standards of every one of you that's sitting out here, that's given of your time tonight to come in and listen to us. Hopefully, as Kyle and everyone else mentioned, you need to get out and vote. It's so critical. But again, I think you all are why we run, why we're standing up here. I know we've all been asked, why in the world do you want to do that? And I tell you, after 16 years, I'm still not sure I know, but I really feel the call, the need to take my experience and allow this community to move forward for the benefit of everyone up here and everyone out there. Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to the conclusion of tonight's candidate forum. I want to really thank you all. I'm really thrilled with the turnout. I always wish it could be more, but I think it's really important that you take part in the electoral process like you have tonight. Hope you learned a little bit more about these guys. And I think you should give yourselves a hand for being here and give them another hand.